Welcome to RIZZY'S Theater. Leave the world outside. Every story has a beginning. Every movie has its own world.
Shh, be quiet. It's starting.
At first, it felt like regular family tension, stress, arguments, unresolved issues. Nothing unusual, nothing that should destroy a family, or so I thought. But over time, things between Aaliyah and my mom kept getting worse. Aaliyah had a temper, and when she got upset, she had a way of saying things that cut deep. My mom tried to stay patient. She helped with Amira. She opened her home. She supported us. But tension kept building. Small disagreements turned into bigger arguments. Respect started disappearing. And eventually, the conversation started sounding different. Aaliyah would say things like, "You always got something to say. Why are you always in our business? You act like you control everything." My mom would try to stay calm. "I'm not trying to control anything. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to protect this family." But Aaliyah wasn't hearing it. Then one day, everything exploded. I remember hearing voices getting louder. At first, it sounded like another argument, but something felt different. The tension was heavier. The energy felt darker. Aaliyah was angry. My mom sounded exhausted. Then Aaliyah snapped. "You always got something to say. Every time I turn around, you in something. You always acting like you run everything in this house." My mom looked at her, calm but firm. "No. I'm tired. I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of the attitude. And I'm tired of the constant arguing." Then my mom said, "You need to leave." Silence. For a second, nobody said anything. It was like the whole house froze. Even Aaliyah looked shocked. I don't think she expected my mom to actually say it, but my mom didn't blink. She meant it. Aaliyah stared at her. "You serious?" My mom said. "Yes." The anger changed instantly. It wasn't just anger anymore. It became personal. Aaliyah grabbed her things, furious, hurt, humiliated. And as she headed toward the door, she said something that changed everything. After being told to leave, everything changed. The conversation shifted. It wasn't just about the argument anymore. Now it was about Amira. Aaliyah wanted to take her. She was angry, hurt, emotional. "I'm taking my daughter with me." But we couldn't let that happen. We believed Amira was safer staying with us. Aaliyah had no stable home, no money, and she wasn't in a position to care for Amira alone. Aaliyah said, "That's my daughter. You can't keep her from me." This wasn't just an argument anymore. This had become something much bigger. Weeks passed, time moved forward, but nothing really felt resolved. Aliyah still came around to visit Amira, and on the surface, things seemed calmer. The yelling had stopped. The arguments weren't happening every day. The house felt quieter, but quiet doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes quiet just means tension went silent. And that's exactly what this felt like. The tension was still there. The hurt was still there. The resentment was still there. Nobody had really moved on. Even if nobody said it out loud, something still felt unresolved. Then one day, she came by again. At first, nothing felt unusual. Everything seemed normal, quiet, calm, ordinary. Amira was upstairs in her playpen. My sister was downstairs in the basement washing clothes. That detail matters, because Amira was not alone. She was never alone. And Aliyah knew that. She saw Amira upstairs. She saw my sister downstairs. She knew exactly what was happening. And in that moment, she saw something else. An opportunity. I came home. At first, nothing felt unusual. Then I looked around. Something felt off. Too quiet. Too still. I looked at my sister. Immediately, I knew something was wrong. Where's Amira? My sister looked confused, then worried. Wait, she's not with you. My heart dropped instantly. I thought you came and got her. I was downstairs washing clothes. I thought she was with you. In that moment, everything clicked. I knew exactly who took her. Aliyah. I was ready to go get my daughter. Then, knock, knock, knock. I froze. For a second, everything went silent. My heart was pounding. I walked to the door and opened it. Standing there was CPS. Cold, professional, serious. A woman stood there holding paperwork. She looked at me and said, "We received a report." My stomach dropped. A report for what? She looked down at her paperwork, then back at me. Everything inside me went cold. She told me there were allegations that Amira had been left home alone. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was a lie. A complete lie. Amira was never alone. My sister was downstairs the entire time. That was fact. But none of that seemed to matter. The report had been made. The case was now open. Then she said something else. Something that hit just as hard. A caseworker will be assigned to your case. At that moment, I had no idea what was coming. I didn't know who would be assigned. I didn't know what kind of person they were. I didn't know how much damage they would cause. To me, to my daughters, to my family. But soon, I would learn her name, Belle. And from the moment she entered my life, nothing was ever the same.